Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. You're still watching Rapid and, of course, right here on Rapid Television. Let's now turn our focus on an important cause, supporting widows and families of our fallen military heroes, those who gave their all to protect our nation. And joining us to shed light on this initiative is Princess Ashlee Momoh, founder and CEO of AMF, an organization dedicated to providing care, support, and hope to these families. Good morning to you, Princess, and thanks for being here with us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So let's begin the conversation. Tell us what inspired you, to focus on caring for the widows of the fallen heroes.
All right, thanks. I started from 2016 when I was having some jobs to do with the military. I'm a contractor. I'm into construction. And I saw what the widows were going through. They were always coming to me, asking for help, assistance, and all of that. So I had to say to myself, Ashlee, what can you give back to humanity? And I started catering for them, paying their fees, feeding, and all of that. So along the line, I couldn't continue because the load was too much for me. So I had to go ahead to register the foundation, which has to do with taking care of the military widows. And when you take care of the woman, you should be able to take care of the children. Right. So, but at the same time, we also pay the fees of the children and all of that.
Wow. And you said it started in 2016.
Yes.
Until now, what's been the impact of it so far?
Yeah, like how many videos have you been able to reach?
Uncountable.
Oh.
Uncountable, really?
Yes, we cannot count. And all this while I've been doing this, I've not been posting it online.
Okay.
Because I believe giving has to do with the heart. You don't need to publicize what you're doing. So, but it's because I cannot go ahead with what I was doing because the economy is not like before. Everybody know that. That's why I had to come up with a team that has been very supportive, especially our head of communication, okay, Mr. Innocent Omosimwa. He has been very supportive and contributing a whole lot. If not, I can't do it on my own. And that's why I'm here to let everybody know that these women need support.
Right.
Yes.
What are some of the success stories that you've witnessed, especially with some of these widows, maybe 1, 2, or 3 of them that you've directly helped? What have been some of the success stories, the impact to them directly?
Yeah, some of them, it has to do with their rent. I've been paying their rent. Some of them, their children are in school. I've been paying their fees. Some are graduated now. I even married and all of that. Some have, we have tried to raise money for their businesses. And, it's impressive. I find joy, or we find joy doing it.
Doing that.
Yes.
That's interesting. Recently the president donated his entire salary. To start up a fund for these widows and widowers alike.
Yeah.
Now, what was your first response when you heard that? And how would you be working closely with this fund to ensure, because your mode of operation aligns, so how would you be working closely with this to see that the idea keeps moving forward?
Okay, the best we can do is to align with the president's agenda. For him to do that, that means he knows what they are going through. So it's not just the president. I tell people, leadership is not from the top, it's from down up.
Okay.
Yes. So president has done his part. It's now left for the people that are in charge of disbursement to do the right thing. So we will apply and we'll see how we can key into it to support the women.
Okay. Now, of course, some of the challenges that we've seen, with the military personnel is the very fact that they complain about poor remuneration as it is. Many times it also seems like, I think that's one of the reasons the president had to do that. But we've seen over times, wives of the fallen heroes, even those that are serving, they've complained about the fact that they are being abandoned. Now, how can, the wider community, government agencies and other organizations key into this to ensuring that they provide care and support, to military personnel and, of course, also the wives of fallen heroes?
Okay, thank you. 2 things. First and foremost, they need to identify the roots because a lot of people are politicizing it. Okay. So you need to identify people like Ashlee Momoh Foundation that goes to the foundation, to the root, to where they stay. Because we had an outreach yesterday And they were saying, let's gather them. It was an outreach for Easter to celebrate them. I said, no, we all agree. We said, we want to go to where they are staying. I went to places, or we all went to places we've never been to in Abuja before. And we saw these women weeping. Nobody to take care of them and all of that. So the best way is for people that have good hearts, both national and international, to identify people that really have contacts with these people so that it will get to them. Because if you put it out there, it will not get to them. That's the truth.
Right.
Basically, it's not all about the money. Even if you want to give them material, scholarship, you know, grants for their businesses directly, we will gladly do. We will find joy in that.
All right.
Yes.
If there's one thing you want like the public to know about this honorable, you know, should I call it venture? Should I call it, yes, and this honorable initiative you're about, what would it be? What would you say to people out there about what you're doing?
Beautiful. We need support. We need support, we need support, we need support. Because we cannot do it on our own. And it's not all about philanthropy work. It's all about giving back to humanity. Because like all of us in the team, we made up our mind to say, okay, from our businesses, we have a percentage that goes into the foundation to cater for these people. And we've been doing it on our own. Just recently, one or two few friends have supported, which we appreciate. So we want both Nigerians and the international body to come to our aid, to help these women, to assist these women. Because when you give women support, when you empower them, you are empowering the children and the nation.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Ashlee, for your time with us on the program today. We appreciate it. Thank you for the work that you're doing as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.